As you guys may know, Deepwoken hasn't always been this mantra spammy game that as we know it today. It's been a while since I last played the game. When I made my return to Deep as of recently, I wondered why mantra spamming and mantra usage was like so prevalent in verse 2. For reference, when I quit the game, it was within the first 2 months of verse 2, as I just kind of grew bored of the game with the time I had with it. I just kind of did everything really quickly. Now, as everyone knows, all Deepwoken updates are archived and backlogged into the main server. I figured out all of the issues of Deepwoken and where they stem from. This one fatal problem and mistake that was made by this one tester's suggestion early into verse 2. Here it is. Yes, the tester Frostfall started the mage era of Deepwoken. He single-handedly changed Deepwoken from an M1 based game in verse 1 to a mantra based game where everyone is literally a glorified mage. The reality is today's Deepwoken relies heavily on mantras. A majority of damage comes from mantras. Whether you like it or not, this much is inherently true. To make matters worse, a month later, this was then buffed. Yes, you heard me. After a month, the pen scaling on song chant was buffed, making it so 5 to 6 song chant builds got to 25% to 30% innate pen. And if they choose to, they can run Prophet's Cloak so they can get another 20% pen just added onto it, just for the funds, you know, for the funsies. This tied with the fact that pen is already very accessible by investing into things such as willpower for piercing will, creates a recipe for disaster, bro. Their talents like Lose Your Mind and even Ardor Scream, amplifying your damage output coming from your abilities, has ultimately created the mage meta on Deep. What exactly can be done going forward? The aim is to increase the time to kill of fights. You can do this by reducing the pen availability on mantras while also increasing them on weapons. That way we are offloading that damage from abilities and giving it to M1s as rightfully deserved. Or, if we were trying to gut the mage meta entirely, we can reduce the pen gain on song chant from 5% to 2%, which will net to an innate 10% pen at 5 song chant and 12% at 6 song chant, which increases the time to kill but also allows for more skill expression, as the better player will always outperform the worst player in a longer fight, because, you know, obviously they get to adapt better against their opponent. They won't die to bullshit. Like, come on, man. Yeah, there's plenty of ways to go about this, and I'm honestly interested in what you guys have to say. So down in the comments below, tell me how you guys think the pen solution should be solved, because I think abilities are just too prevalent in Deep, way too prevalent. And all factors like mantra fainting is really better than just M1 fainting. The damage output on mantras in general are just better, easier to land mantras versus M1s. Mantras are just inherently better overall. That's why I feel like the damage should just be way less. You have to work for M1s, you don't have to work for your fucking mantras. But yeah, that's pretty much all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and if you want me to do more balanced topics like this one, just let me know in the comments below.